Hello everyone, in today's shave we're gonna do another comparison. This time was a sub by the name of Virgo 105 that asked for this comparison. So I'm gonna do it for him. So he purchased the exact same razor I have here. The exclusive for Amazon by EDWIN JAGGER De89. It's actually a really short handle there. Now, he saw my video with the MÜHLE R89 and he wonders if they're exactly the same or if there's a difference, because he actually likes the look of this one. So I'm gonna do a comparison shave with both of them and we'll see how they stack together. In terms of look wise, the heads, they look exactly the same. Like I tried even side by side, they look exactly the same. I don't see much of a difference. I don't know if you guys can see, but they look exactly the same. But we'll see how they shave. They both have a bit of overhanging, exactly the same as well. The only difference that I noticed, but it's very minor, is the grooves there. The R89 are a bit deeper, but not by much. I would say that's the only difference I could spot by eye. So we're gonna do a shave with those two and we'll see how they compare. Actually, I'm gonna twist them around. I'll do the D89 on this side and the R89 on this side. For that, we're gonna use my Simpson T3. I already have the soap leather, the Stupefacente by TFS. I don't know how to say the proper name in English, so but I'm not gonna try it. TFS. Now the scent of this, the first time, like, you have cannabis, which the label says everything, but the first time I used it, I thought there was something there as well, so I did the investigation. They described this scent as earthy. Actually, before I lather my face, I'm gonna wet it. I'm gonna put some pre-shave just to get ready, and I'll use the hard soap by Mastro Miche, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorites. You don't need too much, just a small bit there. There we go. Ready. Now, as I was saying, this soap, Stupefacente by TFS, like, they describe it as an earthy, musky fragrance, kind of like the air you breathe on a rock concert, which I found funny when I read that the first time, because you have the earthy from the grass and stuff, and then people smoking, so that's what they describe it as. That's not my feeling the first time I tried it. I understand why they describe it like that, but I found it actually that there was some notes there that I couldn't identify the first time I used it, but I did really enjoy it, even though you still identify the cannabis there, which they use the oil for its medicine properties, as they say it. Now, I'm gonna say the notes that I found out about it. The top notes are lemon, Sicily, lily of the valley for the top notes, and thyme. The hard notes is cannabis, heliotrope, which is a plant, lavender, and eucalyptus. And the base notes are pine and cumarinis. Jesus. Now, this soap is really easy to lather. It's another one that you can add loads of water. And I enjoy this scent a lot. The thing that I enjoyed the most the first time I used it was actually the post-shave, the splash. The scent just got sweeter and sweeter as the day went on. Jeez, I'm sweating a lot, guys. I just came off the shower and opened the door there. a bit. I don't know if it's gonna change the sound, just have a bit of a fresh air. So here we go. We're gonna try first pass with the D89. We'll use it on the left hand side, and we'll see, like, both of them are very mild razors. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a 2-pass shave. We'll find out. And as I was saying, this soap is very slick. It's another one that's very easy to lather. I might actually show you the inside. It's proper on the whitish side. It's kind of more like a cream. For that to show you, it's more like a cream. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's not hard at all. If you press, you stick your finger in. So it's not a hard soap at all. It's more on the creamy side. So there we go. Now this is probably the one that I used the most so far, the razor, because it was one of the first ones I got. My first one was a Wilkinson sword. This I think was the second. You could have gotten it on Amazon. I think, well, at the time, I think it was about at 10 pounds, which is, I think was about 13 euros at that time, something like that. It was really cheap, and it came with Derby blades, a pack of 5. So it was a really good entrance to wet shaving and razors. I always forget my bumps there. I just got another nick there. I forgot to say, we're using Astra Blades. As I always try to use the same blade for the comparisons and the first time I use a razor, so that I know exactly how the razor performs. So let's go R89 now. Arm up the blade there. On the right hand side, here we go. There's a bit of a difference when you're shaving. And it's not because of the handle. The blade feel is different. It's actually different. And the R89 seems a tiny bit smoother. I don't know if it's the coating but it does feel a tiny pinch smoother. Yeah, definitely, yeah. And even the blade feel is not, I would say you have a pinch more of blade feel with the with the EDWIN Jagger than this one. You still have a small bit of blade feel, but it's very, very mild. It's way milder. I would say it's milder than that one. But you do know where the blade is. Don't get confused. It's not like you don't feel the blade at all. But it's mild. Yeah, I find this a bit smoother, I have to say. First pass with the growth, definitely I feel the MÜHLE a bit smoother. Might have to do with the finishing, might have to do with the coating. I don't know exactly, but that's what I feel in there. Let me just stop that bleeding there. It's not much, it's just a small bump that I have there. So first pass done. Let's check. In terms of feeling, they're different. The heads look exactly the same, doesn't look like much of a difference, but there is a difference. The R89 feels a bit smoother. Now let's see if there's any difference in terms of efficiency. No. Nah, they look exactly the same. No difference at all. It's like I'm shaving with exactly the same razor. I didn't feel any difference in terms of how much it took off. So let's get ready for second pass. There we go. Ready for second pass. Back to the bowl. By the way, I decided to use the T3 today. Trafalgar T3. I was gonna use my bar brush, but I went with this because there's the TT going on in the Alum, and that's where these Simpson razors are from. So it's kind of an homage to the TT race that it's going on today. Today, no, these 2 weeks. That's actually one of my dreams to go there at some stage. I'm a biker myself, and I would love to go there. It's one of my bucket list things to do. So that's my small homage to the TT. We use the Simpson Trafalgar T3. There we go. Ready. The other thing I forgot to say about this soap, it's after you lather it, it starts getting creamier, and I said that about other soaps as well, and that's one of the things I look for in soaps, is feeling the creaminess, and if it suits the skin when you're shaving, when you're lathering the face, and this one does. That's for me has become one of the most important things. It's how it suits the skin while you're shaving, and I think it makes a difference when you get a soap that does that. So let's go. Across with the DE89 on the left hand side. Yeah, there's a small bit of a difference there in terms of the blade feel. This one seems a bit less smoother, and you feel the blade is a tiny bit more, but it's not much. It's I'm nitpicking here, like guys, but it's you feel a bit of a difference there. Matte face now. There we go. But you can get good shaves with both of them. I always get good shaves with both of these razors. Never felt much of no irritation on both of them. Actually, I'm gonna try to buff. We'll see if I can do a 2-pass shave, which for me is always best. The least times you pass with the blade, the less irritated the skin will feel. So it's always good when you can do a 2-pass shave. That's why I try to do anyway. There we go. Now, one thing I have to say. This soap is slick, but it kind of dries a bit faster than some that I tried before. Actually, geez, I'm here talking and I'm forgetting the mustache area, guys. Give me a second there. So the buffing with it, you might have to put a bit more water. Because it kind of dries up a bit faster than some soaps I used before. Don't get me wrong, it's still very slick. If I do this, if I put just a small bit of this water, just the fingers wet, yeah, it's like we still have cream there. So yeah, see, just a small bit of water, it goes. It's just that it kind of dries in the skin. So that might be why I feel that it's more creamy and it's soothing. It means it's going into the skin. That's my thought anyway, my thought process. There we go. Now, R89 across. Yeah, it's definitely it's smoother. It's definitely smoother. And not as much blade feel. Yeah, there's definitely a difference there. Matte face. Because I buffed up with the D89, we'll do the same with the R. Yeah, this one is definitely smoother. I thought when he asked me to do this video, I thought there wouldn't be much of a difference at all, but that is, in terms of the feeling wise. I don't think in terms of the shaving there will be much of a difference, but feeling wise this one is definitely smoother. Yeah, it's definitely smoother. Careful with the overhanging on both of them. Both of them have similar overhangings. So be careful around the nose. There we go. Second pass done. Let's check. See if we need to do a third pass. Oh, hot. Very hot. Ah, there we go. That's better. They're exactly the same, like, seriously, I don't feel any difference at all. I missed both spots here on both sides. I need to go up here on both sides, here, both sides, here, and here, both sides. Actually, hold on, no, same, exactly the same. Not a difference in terms of efficiency at all. Nothing. And I definitely have to go on a third pass, go upwards. So, because I still have loads here, I have to do here, and I have to do here and here. So, we'll do a third pass with both of them. There we go. Ready for third pass. Back to the bowl. Still have loads there. Yeah, this scent is it's not one of those intensive scents at all, but it's actually a pleasant scent. It's one of those scents that you always enjoy, but it's not how can I say this, you know, one of those scents that just punches in the face, oh lovely and all this stuff. No, it's a pleasant scent. It's one of those scents when you don't want to be like, you want a softer shave. I'm trying to explain, but this is hard to explain when it comes to scents, because everyone has a different taste, like, but I feel that it's not an intensive scent, just a kind of a pleasant scent that you enjoy in the morning. It's not one to make you woke up and, you know, it's just soothing, relaxing, calming, which, well, actually, when you look at the label and you know what's in it, it's kind of to be expected, I suppose. There we go. And you guys can see it's just really, really, really creamy. Like, I do enjoy the feeling of it, like, very much. So here we go. We go against. Start from the bottom. Yeah. Now find out the feedback, the noise feedback, because the D89 has loads of noise feedback. Let's find out on the MÜHLE. So you know exactly when you're cutting as well, with the noise feedback. parts that you miss. Mustache area. Yeah, you definitely have bit more blade feel with it. There we go. A small bit there. That's it. BB shave now, guys. On the D89 side. There we go. Now the R89. Let's go upwards against. Yeah, it's definitely a bit milder, a bit smoother. Not as much blade feel, but still noise feedback. The noise feedback is similar as well. Yeah, this one is definitely smoother. Yeah. Jesus, got a proper nick there. Another one of my bumps for a change. There we go. But as you guys can see, a bit of water. And yeah, this one definitely smoother. That's actually surprising for me. I wasn't expecting to feel much of a difference between them, and I definitely do. Definitely do. It's actually, especially now when I went against the MÜHLE R89, gives you a bit more confidence. I don't know how to explain. It's just, it's smoother. It's definitely smoother. You still feel the blade, but it looks like it's not as much as the D89. So let's check. Yeah, perfect. I missed a spot there on the mustache. Yeah, missed just a small bit there with the D89. My fault, has nothing to do with the razor. So it's still very sleek, the soap still there. So you still can, with a bit of water, you still can do a bit of buffing. Yeah, definitely not a difference at all there, I have to say. Yeah, baby smooth both sides, spot on. So, getting ready for the alum treatment. So, let's go, alum treatment. Pat my face. Trying to be quick, because the video is long already, especially when it's a comparison. So I would say, next time I'll do a comparison, I won't show the alum treatment. I'm using the Omega stick. Yeah, small bit of a feedback there, but not much. Small bit here on the D89, but not much. On the MÜHLE side, nothing. The R89 has no feedback at all. So a difference there as well. I have a bit of feedback here, neck area. There we go. Now, I'm gonna let it dry, wash my stuff, and I'll see you for the post shave. See you in a bit. We're back. So I finished with the alum. I already took it off just to save a bit of time. We're gonna go into the post shave. Same Stupefacente by TFS Tcheon Fung. It's a hard name to say. I don't know if you guys can see there, but this bottle is probably, it is the only one that I have that actually has the notes, the scent notes on the back. It's in Italian, but it's exactly, I didn't notice, I didn't know, but now when I was looking at it, I know that you have, yeah, the lemon Sicily, Mojito. What's Mojito? Hold on, because I have the top notes there. I don't know what's Mojito. Might be Lily of the Valley, and Thyme, which is Timo, they call it here. Lavender, cannabis, eucalyptus, and Heliotropio on the core notes. And base notes, Pinot and Coumarins, which is coumarin and pine. Yeah. So, but this is in Italian. So that's actually one thing I like when they do that. Yeah. And I don't know if this has menthol. Yeah, it does, because you feel the freshness straight away. I do enjoy a bit of menthol on the splashes. For me, it kind of suits. And on the beginning, I'll use the third time, as always. On the beginning, the alcohol kind of hits your nose, and the scent is not as noticeable. But as soon as the alcohol goes away, then the sweetness starts coming up. And on the splash, you don't feel as much on the soap, but on the splash, it kind of gets sweeter and sweeter. And you kind of feel different scents there. More, for me anyway, for my nose, more than on the soap. On the soap you feel the cannabis, you feel there's something else there more, but you can't identify exactly. But on the splash, ooh, really fresh now. On the splash you do feel different scents coming often. Let's recap the shave. We used the Stupefacente by TFS, both soap and splash. I used my T3 Simpson Trafalgar to leather with in homage to the TT that is going on this week's, which is one of my bucket list things to do. And we compared the EDWIN Jagger D89 with the MÜHLE R89. Now, when I started this comparison, I thought there wouldn't be any difference. I have to be honest. I thought they were going to be exactly the same. They're not. I feel there's a bit more blade feel on the EDWIN Jagger, which some people enjoy, a bit more feedback. I feel that the MÜHLE is smoother. I would say, especially for beginners, I'd say this one might be a bit better because it gives you a bit more confidence than this one. Although this one, as I say, is still very mild. So any beginner can start with this. I started with this. This was the second razor I got, and the one that I probably used the most. But now when I was comparing, when you do the shave with both of them, then you actually feel the difference. And this one I feel is a bit smoother than this one, but this one has a bit more blade feel, and sometimes I enjoy a bit more blade feel to know exactly what it is. Noise feedback is the same, the head looks exactly the same, the overhanging is exactly the same. My only difference with these two is just that one is bigger than the other on the handle, on the length, because the width is exactly the same. And this is because the Amazon special exclusive was always shorter than the normal D, because if you get a normal D89, they're gonna be exactly the same height. That's it, like, that's my comparison with them. Now, if you're gonna choose, you have to think if you're gonna enjoy a bit more blade feel or not. But I have to say, it doesn't matter with which one you choose, you're gonna be grand with them. Both of them are good for beginners. I do find this one a bit smoother, but sometimes you do enjoy a bit of the blade feel. In terms of the shave itself, guys, I got a bit of things here on the D89, but it's my fault. I have a bit of a bump there and a bump there. That's why I got the nicks. Because if you guys notice, it was exactly the same. It feels like I shave with exactly the same razor. That's it. That's my thoughts for this comparison. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope Virgo 105, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed the video as well. Guys, if you did, don't forget to subscribe please. And comment, ask me questions if you want. If you want to see something in particular, don't be shy. Just go on the comments or find me on Instagram and just ask, okay? I'll see you for the next one. Bye. Ciao.